The Faceless Ones. In the void of space, a ship drifted silently toward an uncharted planet. The Astreus, a sleek exploration vessel, had been dispatched by the United Galactic Federation to investigate a mysterious signal emanating from the edge of the known galaxy. The signal was faint, almost like a whisper, repeating a single phrase in an unknown language. "Captain, we've reached orbit," First Officer Dana Kira reported, her voice steady despite the eerie quiet on the bridge. Captain Elias Ward nodded. His sharp blue eyes scanned the holographic display of the planet below. It was dark, shrouded in perpetual twilight, with jagged mountain ranges and sprawling deserts. No signs of life, no indication of civilization, just the haunting signal. "Prepare landing team," he said, his voice resolute. "Let's see what we're dealing with." The shuttle cut through the dense atmosphere, shaking violently as it descended toward the planet's surface. Captain Ward, Kira, and 3 other crew members, Dr. Mira Lorne, the ship's exoliologist, Specialist Jace Corwin, the tech expert, and Lieutenant Marcus Hargrove, the security officer, stared out the shuttle's reinforced windows. As they approached the ground, they saw a city, if it could be called that. Towering monoliths of dark stone stretched upward, their surfaces etched with intricate, glowing patterns. The buildings seemed ancient, untouched by time, yet they exuded a sense of dread. The shuttle landed in a wide plaza. As the ramp lowered, a cold wind swept inside, carrying with it an unsettling silence. "No signs of movement," Kira reported, scanning the surroundings with her handheld device. "Stay sharp," Ward said. "We don't know what's out here." The team moved cautiously through the plaza, their boots crunching on the cracked stone. The glowing patterns on the buildings seemed to shift subtly as they passed, almost like they were watching. Then they saw them. Scattered throughout the plaza were humanoid statues. At first glance, they appeared carved from stone, but upon closer inspection, their surfaces were smooth, almost like polished glass. Each figure was unique, frozen in a moment of anguish or fear. "They're not statues," Dr. Lorne said, her voice trembling. These were people." Ward frowned. "What could do this?" "Something that turns flesh into crystal," Lorne replied. "I've never seen anything like it." The team followed the signal into a massive structure at the center of the city. Inside, the walls pulsed faintly with light, and the whispers grew louder, though they remained unintelligible. "This place feels alive," Corwin muttered. "Don't touch anything," Ward warned. As they ventured deeper, they entered a vast chamber lined with mirrors. The reflections were wrong, distorted, as if the mirrors showed a slightly different reality. Kira froze, staring at one of the mirrors. "Captain, I think it's me." Ward approached, his stomach tightening. In the mirror, Kira's face was featureless, a smooth, blank surface where her eyes, nose, and mouth should have been. "What the hell?" Hargrove muttered, stepping back. Suddenly, the whispers coalesced into a single, chilling word: "Stay." The team tried to retreat, but the chamber's entrance sealed shut with a deafening clang. The mirrors began to ripple, and shadowy figures emerged from them, tall, humanoid forms with no faces. Their heads were smooth and reflective, like the mirrors themselves. "Defensive positions," Ward barked, drawing his weapon. Hargrove fired the first shot, the plasma round striking one of the figures. It staggered, but didn't fall. Instead, it turned its blank face toward him, and Hargrove froze mid-step. His body stiffened, and his features began to fade, his face becoming as smooth and blank as the creatures before him. "Hargrove!" Kira screamed, but it was too late. One by one, The faceless beings approached. Ward and the others retreated to the far end of the chamber. Corwin tried to hack into the walls, searching for a way to escape. "This isn't a city," he said, his voice panicked. "It's a trap. A prison." "For what?" Ward demanded. The whispers answered, "For you." A massive, swirling vortex appeared at the center of the chamber, its tendrils reaching out like arms. The air grew heavy, and the team struggled to breathe. This planet isn't abandoned, Lorne realized, horror dawning on her face. "It's feeding on us." The vortex pulled at them, and one by one, the faceless beings began to merge with it, their forms dissolving into the swirling mass. The whispers grew louder, more insistent. "It wants us to join it," Kira said, her voice barely audible over the noise. "Not if I can help it," Ward growled. He activated the explosives they'd brought as a precaution. "Get to the shuttle," he ordered. "I'll hold them off." "No," Kira protested, but Ward shoved her toward the exit Corwin had managed to open. "Go, that's an order." From orbit, Kira watched as the planet erupted into light. The Astræus shuddered, its systems overwhelmed by the blast. When the light faded, the planet was gone, leaving only an empty void. But in the silence, a whisper echoed through the ship, "We are still here." Kira's reflection in the window shifted, and for a brief moment, her face was gone.